and we welcome you to N.E.W. Mayhem. I am your broadcaster, Max Radix, alongside my broadcasting partner, the N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion Erwin. And ladies and gentlemen, in Mayhem, we have a flurry of excellent matches for you tonight. We have an Extreme Rules match, Erwin, between the Brotherhood and Magnus Opus. A first blood match between the Gangster and Grime. And if that wasn't enough, we have a one-on-one between Psycho Sonia and Diana Simmons in a women's ranking. Psycho Sonia beating the former women's champion Alice Young, the undefeated Alice Young, and the Brazilian behemoth Diana Simmons. All in one night, Erwin.
Well, it's going to be absolute chaos, but I've got some things to say, and I want to say them in the ring. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Well, the N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion unexpectedly is going to kick it off here tonight. It's a rarity. Well, don't say anything can happen in the N.E.W., ladies and gentlemen. We're here in Newcastle tonight. We thank you all for joining us as we await the arrival of the N.E.W. World Champion to the ring. Has just left the broadcast booth now. Is making his way down to the ring. We, of course, not allowed by the ring for insurance purposes here in the N.E.W. They were injuring too many commentators. That's why we don't have a Spanish announce table either, for anyone who was wondering. The last two didn't end well. Well, anyway, I think I'm getting it in my headset now that we are indeed moments away from going live to our N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion, the Industrial N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion, a three-time Intercontinental Champion, former television champion. We await the words of Erwin.
Well, usually out here, I'm only out here for action, and I do my words in the commentary booth. However, tonight, I've got something to get off my chest. My match on Brawl against Jimmy Falcon was interrupted by Red. Now, he already needs to tie up his boots. His run here is over. That's all I want to say about him for now. I might be the one to put him away, but again, that is for a future conversation. What I want tonight is a rematch against Jimmy Falcon, and hell, I'll even put my title on the line because I want to know if he's good enough to go. The one thing I do want from this match, however, is no interference. I want it to be just me and Jimmy Falcon in a match to see who is the better man. Well, that's pretty much all I've got to say. I can imagine my colleague's going to cut in here pretty shortly. You've been a great crowd, you always are. I want to know one thing, Newcastle, are you ready for N.E.W? Well, since you're ready, I'm going to get back to the booth and I'm going to let the chaos unfold out here, and hopefully we'll get an answer whether I'll be in the ring here tonight to wrestle or not.
Well, Erwin throwing down the gauntlet to Adrian Goldman, and indeed Jimmy Falcon, and indeed Red, along his mind tonight, the current N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion, in a very rare promo. He doesn't give them that often. Well, a lot to say, I'm sure. I mean, once he makes his way back to the booth, I will ask him about his statement, frankly, of intent. I mean, wow. It doesn't get much bigger than that. Well, yeah, they say they say anything can happen in N.E.W. and they seem to be right. We're going to kick this one off after a short intermission here in the Extreme Rules match, a US Rankings match between William Zander of the Enforcers and the impressive Jeff Collins. This could be a great match between two young up-and-comers here in the N.E.W. in that prestigious, of course, US ranking. Oh, and my broadcast partner is joining me live back in the booth. Owen.
Well,
powerful words, my friend.
Well, I felt like I needed to say something. That match last week on Brawl was not how I wanted it to go. I wanted a good, clean competition, and Red just completely threw it out the window. I want to make sure that I get a rematch, and that does not happen again.
Well, I know you've had your issues with Red in the past, and I obviously know that the Falcon match wasn't exactly what you hoped for, so I'm sure the owner of our company, Mr. Adrian Gordon, will have heard your words, and I'm sure he's already concocting some form of genius plan to get you in the ring again with Jimmy Falcon.
Well, we can only wait and see. Until that comes about, well, I suppose we'll focus on the action that is due here tonight. We're kicking things off here.
Indeed. Extreme Rules match in the US rankings, the United States title. Have you ever held that title in your illustrious career?
The United States one, no, it's the only one I skipped.
Or the one you skipped?
Well, I suppose the tag team titles as well. I've never held those.
Okay, well, perhaps there's still stuff to do. Well, William Zander, Jeff Collins, US rankings. We welcome Mr. Zander from the Enforcers, 6'5" and 350 pounds from Bismarck, North Dakota. William Zander, one of the most dominant forces, it has to be said, in the Enforcers, and that's a big statement. I mean, he's a bruiser, this kid.
Well, as I say here, every week, every night, individually, if you just look at their in-ring skill, all of the Enforcers are absolutely incredible and dangers to behold in themselves. But the pack mentality, the gang attitude, the cheating to win, that's what I don't like.
You say this every single time. William Zander and the Enforcers get results. It's as simple as that. And you can sit here in your white meat baby face mode. But you know fine well the Enforcers get shit done. They've always got shit done, and they'll continue to get shit done. You know why? Because they get shit done. Wow. That's what the Enforcers do.
Can you imagine if that has happened in other sports? If someone was going to do a high jump and then their opponents drop-kicked the pole out from underneath them?
Well, I'm sure they'd be applauded for that. I'm sure they'd be applauded for their ingenuity and they'd be awarded the gold.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure they'd steal the gold, like any sensible performer would.
Well, hopefully...
Doesn't matter how you get it, as long as you get it in the end.
Hopefully the Homeland lad can get it done here tonight. Jeff Collins, no stranger to the Enforcers.
Indeed, Jeff Collins, just about everyone's head has run to the Enforcers, but this man knows William Zander's fists and feet all too well. It's been jumped by Zander and his cronies once too often as Mr. Jeff Collins, 5'10", 209 pounds from Leeds, England, losing the height and weight advantage to the more powerful William Zander. But no titles, it should be said, as of yet, for Jeff here in the N.E.W.
Well, no, I mean...
Or for Zander. According to my notes.
No, well, William Zander has been around a lot longer than Jeff Collins, but William Zander has been a manager, then a figurehead for the authority, then he became a commissioner. He hasn't really been a wrestler all too often in his career, and thus has not really had a chance. Jeff Collins, on the other hand, quite the rookie, skipping the TV division way back when we had a shuffle on the rankings.
I've said it before and I've said it again, this kid from England reminds me of a kid called Adam Cole, baby.
Well, yeah, he's certainly got the style.
He's got the confidence. Certainly got the kid's confidence. I wonder if it's kind of I don't know. Maybe they're kind of a joint faction. I don't know. We're a cross-brand faction now. Who knows? I mean, if the Bullet Club can do it,
Well, William Zander.
why not Jeff Collins?
Looking to eliminate that confidence early on here.
Yeah, William Zander, an absolute powerhouse, ladies and gentlemen. Oh God, if this stays in the powerhouse, then you can bet your bottom dollar that William Zander's gonna cash in.
Well, let's not forget this is Extreme Rules. Jeff Collins definitely no stranger to that, but however, that dreaded clutch already locked in from Zander, so
clutch.
quick in the match, and it's all over.
It could be all. That is it. That Kojira clutch, that vicious submission maneuver, made famous, of course, by the legendary ECW alumni Taz. William Zander taking Jeff Collins to school here in almost record time. I don't think I've ever seen Jeff Collins beaten so quickly. I mean, I know he's still a relative rookie, but he always seems to put up a fight. Tonight he was owned by William Zander, Mr. Manager. Well, he put down that kid tonight.
I questioned his ring rust last week, but after that performance, I think William Zander
just took you up, didn't he, Erwin? William Zander from the Enforcers sent a message to everyone who questions his ability tonight and the force that group could be again in the N.E.W.
Well, he's definitely proven his worth tonight, and anyone ahead of him needs to worry in that US division, that's for sure.
Well, I'm getting it in my ear that Adrian Goldman has a message for the N.E.W. faithful, and it concerns you, Erwin.
I guess he...
and your words earlier tonight, any comment on that?
Well, I'm just looking forward to him saying, yes, here's your rematch against Jimmy Falcon. That's pretty much all I'm expecting here and all I'm wanting. I guess we'll have to wait and see, and here he is, here's the boss. I guess we'll...
There he is, our industrial leader.
Industrial.
We welcome in the
rich,
word.
perhaps. We'll see what he has to say.
My God! Wow! Adrian Goldman, when are you gonna get your rematch against Jimmy Falcon, Erwin? But there's a huge stipulation involved, buddy. My God, what a stipulation!
Well,
if you lose against Falcon, you gotta face Reds.
Well, yeah.
It's a retirement match, buddy.
Well, I don't mind the cards being stacked against me. That's certainly made tonight a very, very interesting night for me.
My God. You look like you're in shock.
Well, the boss certainly knowing how to set up a match, it seems.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, speaking about setting up a match, our next match could be an absolute slobber knocker. It's got instant classic written all over it. As far as I'm concerned, it's going to be Simon Youngblood versus Zach Fuller. And if Simon Youngblood wins this match, he gets a TV title shot against the reigning television champion, Zach Fuller. This could be a match for the ages, Owen.
Well, yeah, I mean, Youngblood, incredible climb here in the TV rankings after that tremendous fall from the N.E.W title.
Yes, Youngblood's fall from grace.
He's kind of managed to work his way back to proving himself once more. And Zach Fuller, the relative new guy, could have his toughest challenge. I mean,
undoubtedly his toughest challenge.
I mean, winning the title from Warlord was one thing, but keeping it from Simon Youngblood on the run he's had is another. If he can stop him here, it kind of says big things for Zach Fuller. However, if he doesn't, his title is on the line.
That's a very good point. I mean, Simon Youngblood, as we already said, a former N.E.W World Heavyweight Champion. He's also won the United States Champion. So if he beats Zach Fuller for the TV Championship, he will be a Triple Crown champion here in the N.E.W. And not many men have done that here in the N.E.W, Owen.
No, I mean, it would be a tremendous feather in his cap, that's for sure.
Simon Youngblood, 6'1", 220 pounds, coming from the crowd, as he always does. Likes to be among the fans, likes to feel the emotion. This man, however, will be cool as ice. The veteran in this match by a long, long way, no doubt about that. Simon Youngblood has been round the block more times than he cares to remember. Zach Fuller is still trying to find a way.
Well, yeah, that's it. I mean, let's not forget, when Zach Fuller got here, he was plagued with nothing but assaults from the Enforcers. Somehow has, well, I suppose,
rose from the ashes somehow.
Well, being left alone due to his title win. I'm guessing the Enforcers had been thinking that they'll get there again eventually.
Well, yeah, the Enforcers never really attack head on. If they can get you from behind, they will, which has somehow helped this man get gold. Zach Fuller now a television champion, as you already said before, when beating Warlord for the title, which is a impressive feat in its own right. Zach Fuller has been a fighting champion, no doubt about that. This TV championship, his first taste of gold here in the N.E.W, standing at 5'10" and 225 pounds. He actually does have 5 pounds on Youngblood, but obviously loses the height advantage. Fuller a tough cookie, no doubt about that, but tonight I believe, Owen, this is this young man's greatest challenge to date. No doubt about it in my mind.
Well, yeah, I mean, Warlord, of course.
That's no disrespect to Warlord,
no,
obviously.
This is Simon Youngblood, who's shocked us all again and again. In rises and falls in his career so far.
Well, it's the best insecurity in the business against the best. Oh, flying lariat to kick this one off.
Well, Zach Fuller came in running, and that was a big mistake, as Youngblood just used that momentum against him.
Wow, well, that was a rookie mistake, and the veteran capitalised. Planning DDT. What a DDT! Simon Youngblood taking early control. Well, as I was about to say, ladies and gentlemen, it's the best drop kick in the business versus the best moonsault in the business. Are we going to see it here? No, Fuller's getting back up.
And this should be a good, clean, incredible flying crossbody.
Flying crossbody, yeah, this could be just a great exhibition of athletic ability. Another planning DDT. I promise you're going to see that more than once today, ladies and gentlemen. Simon Youngblood will focus on the head and the neck. As sure as I'm wearing a cowboy hat.
Well, and Youngblood here. Oh wait.
Neckbreaker. Oh, then there's that drop kick. Beautiful front-facing missile drop kick. You show me a man who does it better, I'll show you a liar.
Well, yeah, incredible for such a young talent.
Oh, and there it is again. Such impact, such elevation, such athleticism.
So
Simon Youngblood is
watch.
down.
Not beautiful to receive.
Oh! Knee breaker. Zach Fuller taking control after those two swift drop kicks.
But
Oh.
Youngblood fully aware.
Oh, misses with a lariat. Drop kick to the back.
Oh, hang on a second.
Well, you said it. This guy's had his problems with the enforcers in the past.
Casey Judge is on the right.
Casey Judge, the enforcer of the enforcers. Oh, wait a minute. Youngblood's capitalized. Sunset flip. Sunset flip. Chicken up is down. Oh.
I would have been disappointed if it had ended that way.
If Shatoba wasn't distracted by it, the entrance of Casey Judge.
I mean,
Well, saying that, he wouldn't have got the sunset flip in that case.
well, that's it. Questionable.
Fire out, fire slam.
Questionable from Simon Youngblood, but I can kind of understand. You know, he wants that title shot. He
Elbows
wants
to
it
the
bad.
head.
Casey Judge staying at ringside.
You gotta wonder why Judge is here. He will, of course, I'm sure, be interested in Zach Fuller's television championship, but this match has absolutely nothing to do with the enforcers.
Well, the interesting thing is Judge is in the N.E.W. rankings for my belt, not the TV championship. That's all. I think Warlord and Quinn are in those rankings, but neither of them down here. Very bizarre.
Springboard! Oh, crossbody by Simon Youngblood. He didn't get all of it, but he certainly got enough. Youngblood hurt himself as much as he hurt Zach Fuller, but what a manoeuvre. What an absolutely staggering piece of athleticism. Simon Youngblood knows it. This is not wise. We've seen this from Youngblood before. Oh, that cocky streak, got a mile young. Oh, inverted Hurricane Rana. Youngblood though, lightning cat quick. Oh,
Super kick.
Schoolboy super kick. Classic Simon Youngblood goes to that neck wrench, and there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to say I told you so, but they're focusing on the head and the neck and that spine of Zach Fuller. Trademark Simon Youngblood.
Well, Fuller surely a little more distracted now that Casey Judge is at ringside, having his problems with the enforcers, but
hey, you don't know. Casey Judge has done nothing in this match. You don't know if he's here to try and intimidate Simon Youngblood. We can only assume at this point why Casey Judge is here.
well, that's true. I mean, Youngblood, of course, not a member of the enforcers.
Tornado DDT.
Could very well be here just to cause mayhem. Guess we'll have to see. Zach Fuller on the outside. Oh, went for a torpe. I think Youngblood moved, but thought a little bit.
I think it was great ring awareness. Youngblood definitely moved. Which, alright, Fuller got a bit of him, but he certainly didn't get all of him.
Oh, and Youngblood back
Rolls
on
out
his
the
feet.
way. That ring awareness, the veteran instinct. Youngblood trying to get away from Fuller, but Fuller keeping on him wisely, in my opinion. Bridge, German suplex. No. Enough strength left in the body of Simon Youngblood to kick out of the bridge. Fuller feeling full of confidence now.
Well, yeah, he's trying to wake up some of his extremities here.
Backdrop. Zach Fuller is on a roll, looking to put Simon Youngblood away. This will be the biggest victory of Zach Fuller's career, no question about it. Oh, what a moonsault! Shades of Youngblood. I'm not sure Youngblood could have done it better. That was absolutely beautiful.
Casey Judge distracting Fuller on the outside.
Oh, god damn it.
Youngblood's back up, misses with a crossbody.
But so did Fuller with that arm.
Well, both men
arm
groggy
drag there.
after the exchanges in the ring.
Right arm by Fuller, who's right back on Youngblood. Whips him into the corner.
But you can see that grogginess as he staggers over. Oh, where we've seen this. Beautiful manoeuvre.
Oh, follow! All around the world, German bridge.
Casey Judge pulled the referee out of the ring.
Follow out this one. Follow out this one right there.
Well, that's it.
Casey Judge needs to be ejected from this match.
Well, yeah, I don't know why Shitopa hasn't sent him packing after that foul display there.
Well, he probably knows the kind of swing that the Enforcers has around here, and Shitopa's afraid for his job. Elbow to the head to Fuller. Youngblood is fighting back.
Well, you've got to believe.
Oh, front facing DDT. I think that busted Fuller wide open. Two. No.
Judge has thrown a chair in the ring.
Fuller kicked out. And in the unique ruling of N.E.W, that chair will not be removed until it is said to do so from Mike Shitopa.
The high knee there from Youngblood.
Two. Three. It's over. That high knee has put away some of the best in the business. Simon Youngblood, straight to Harley Race, has put away the current television champion with a little help from Casey Judge, and will get a shot at the TV championship.
Well, yeah, you've got a question though. If Fuller could have got the victory, if Casey Judge, as we just saw there, hadn't have pulled the referee out of the ring.
Well, yeah, I mean, Shitopa wanted to keep the match as flowing as possible. Got straight back into the ring and straight back to work. But Simon Youngblood used that time to capitalise in a big way. And look at this, between Judge and Youngblood. This is something that we have not seen before. Simon Youngblood celebrating with Casey Judge. Wow, I never thought I'd see that.
Does this mean Youngblood's joining the Enforcers?
That would be a terrifying, terrifying addition to a super group. That would make it a I don't know what it'd make it. It'd make it a super duper group. Simon Youngblood's absolute stud. The Enforcers, frankly, would be unstoppable with a man like that in their arsenal. My God!
If he is choosing to team up with them, then my opinion on Simon Youngblood may drastically change.
Well, there's a surprise.
He seemed quite celebratory of Casey Judge's interference in that match.
Well, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, Simon Youngblood's celebratory nature towards Casey Judge's so-called interference. You know, we must move on into an Extreme Rules tag team match between the Brotherhood and the current reigning undefeated tag team champions of the world, the Electric Magnum Opus.
Wow. Magnum Opus here have had quite a run as tag team champions so far.
The fabulous Magnum Opus, the Electric Magnum Opus, managed by a New Japan Hall of Famer and 7-time World Heavyweight Champions named Magnum Opus. Let's get it right, Erwin. Marty and Nate are measly 2-time tag team champions. How will they face up against the 3-time? The current, a former N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion and a 2-time IC Champion and a US Champion in Vega.
Well, yeah, Vega having quite the credentials here in...
He's got more titles than the Brotherhood put together.
Again, first N.E.W., first US Champion. Any title that he went for, he got.
And he's teamed up with the future of this business, Rick Weaver, against, well, frankly, the hipsters, Marty and Nate, the Brotherhood. Marty, a former TV champion, £220. Nate, not hold any gold yet. They have held the tag team titles together, the Brotherhood, on 2 separate occasions, £440 collectively, the brothers from Denver, Colorado.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Marty and Nate.
It wasn't that long ago that they were the tag team champions.
Well,
a phenomenal victory over the Crew to secure that, but now they have to do it against Magnum Opus. And this one isn't for the titles.
That's true. The Brotherhood,
the lead-up match, essentially.
The Brotherhood have to win this match to get their title shot against Magnum Opus, traditional Traditional N.E.W. rules apply. Well, we await the arrival of the current reigning undefeated N.E.W. Tag Team Champions Magnum Opus. Are you going to the after party, Owen?
No, again, I'm going to hang out with Blaze and a couple of others.
What do you and Blaze do all night?
You don't want to know. It's not things we could, well, no wait, that sounds even worse. Okay, not those things.
Rick Weaver and Vega, you're the World Heavyweight Champion, man. Rick Weaver and Vega, 885 pounds collectively. That's right, 440 pounds. Put that in your pipe and smoke it with Marty and Nate. Vega and Rick Weaver, the future of this business. Tallied that by a 7-time world champion. How many times have you won the world championship, Owen?
Well, me and Blaze just hang out and eat sandwiches. That's what I was getting at. Anyway,
no one cares about you and your goddamn sandwiches right now. It's Magnum Opus. Look at these men. Vega and Rick Weaver. Rick Weaver, 5'10", 245 pounds from New York, New York. And Vega from parts unknown, 640 pounds of absolute fury. And
he's just going
Vega,
straight over to
here it goes.
Marty.
It's going to be a long night for the Riverhood. Mark my words. A cheap shot there on Rick Weaver by me.
Well, Rick Weaver went over to Marty as well, distracted, forgetting there are two men.
That's right. Rick Weaver fighting back, bravely fighting back against the Chief Brotherhood. Which one's that? Is that Marty or Nate?
Nate's the one with the shorter hair.
Nate, there we go. Nate, I always mix these two kids up. Gut wrench suplex. Oh, excuse me, it was a double arm chicken wings.
Marty tries to escape to the outside, and as Vega goes out, he comes
lovely
in.
senton bomb. Rolling thunder.
Oh, Vega sent into the ring post. And if anyone could beat Vega, it could probably well be Marty if he gets that lock in.
Oh.
He has to get Vega down, of course, but if he could get his submission lock in, that'd be it. The Denver Crab, of course.
Well, yeah, there's a fair point. I mean, it would be an impressive feat to see if he could actually lock in that submission move against a giant Vega. Meanwhile, Rick Weaver is in the center of the ring and in trouble. Oh!
Marty unwisely going to search for weapons as Vega got to his feet.
Oh!
Wow!
Just like that. Flying forearm smash to Weaver in the center of the ring.
Of course, in the ring is where it counts in this match.
Vega back in as well. All four men have returned. Oh! Swinging neckbreaker. Great counter by Rick Weaver.
Russian leg sweep on Vega from Marty.
Oh, look at the athleticism of Rick Weaver, just wrenching in that headlock.
Oh, Vega just dropping him like a missile.
This is why they're called Magnum Opus, baby.
And now Nate's in trouble.
Yes.
It's essentially becoming a 2-on-1 here.
Who's your daddy now, Brotherhoods? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful textbook fallout slam. Vega just wanted to get in there, but Rick Weaver wants to weaken Nate.
Oh, back in the ring now.
Nate fighting back with those cheap forearms to Rick Weaver.
And Marty just being thrown back by Vega. He's setting him up to something horrific.
Oh, swinging neckbreaker.
Oh, bomb right onto his brother.
My God.
He rolls out of the ring.
My God. That was absolutely brutal. I know I shouldn't laugh, but that was fantastic. This is over. Just someone just send the Brotherhood to the hospital, and let's all get to the after party for Magnum Opus.
Well, Magnum Opus showing,
except for you obviously, because you're not invited.
showing why they've been the champions for so long, and I'm
backdrop by Vega.
I don't want to be there. It's not that I'm not invited. They keep begging me, and I'm just like, no.
Got
sandwiches to eat.
Inverted DDT by Rick Weaver. You and your goddamn sandwiches. And now, fighting off the Brotherhood single-handed. After they somehow decapacitated Vega long enough. And now that numbers advantage is even too much for Rick Weaver.
But Rick Weaver ignoring Marty's attacks and trying to go back to Nate.
I'm not sure if that is right.
No, it may have been a mistake of the match here. Vega's back in though.
Oh, it's gonna be, the Giant's gonna be angry. Someone needs to get out of the way. Cause it's breaker time, baby. Oh!
Nate perhaps saving Marty
No,
there.
they can't do that. He can't do that.
Oh, it's Extreme Rules. He can do anything, but he wants to
Russian leg sweep. He landed on his brother. My God. That's the second time that's happened tonight. Marty is going to need some serious medical attention.
Marty had to go high for that headbutt, but it got Vega off his feet again.
Nate's in trouble.
And he's going for the Denver Crab.
No! Yes, Rick Weaver's in the ring. Break it off, Decker. Yes. Yes, Rick Weaver with the save. That's right, Magnum Opus. Yes, Flying Lariat. Take that, Marty. Get a haircut, goddammit.
Oh, and stops Nate from whatever he was playing.
That's right. Rick Weaver, everyone says these are a one-man team, and then Rick Weaver does things like this, saving Magnum Opus.
Oh yeah, great ring awareness.
These guys are a unit. They're a cohesive, unbeaten unit.
Well, that's it. I mean, Rick Weaver getting up now, but Marty's in there alone, fighting valiantly against the big man, but for how long?
Well, Marty, if he's got any sense, will just lie down.
All the way!
From nowhere! Absolutely out of nowhere! The most devastating move in sports entertainment today! It's the weave!
And lets the big man get the pin.
It's over! You try and kick out from a bloody 640-pound man! Behemoth! Whale! Don't tell me I called him a whale! Vega! Magnus Opus! Reign supreme in the tag team division once again! The Brotherhood left wanting tonight from Magnus Opus, and Snake's gonna be happy about this. That party's gonna be off the scales!
Oh yeah, and I mean, showing great, well, I guess he showed great confidence as he wasn't out here tonight.
Bring on the dancing girls!
They're gonna celebrate later on.
You goddamn right we're going to celebrate later on.
Who the hell is going to topple these guys?
Magnum only, baby. Magnum only. Yes! The one, the only, Magnum Opus. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to look right here at record-holding tag team title holders. I'm sure that made sense. I'm just that excited about Magnum Opus. That pound is going to be amazing.
Well, this match has someone who's undergone somewhat of a looks change recently. When he was always in the in his matches, I always questioned how much that hockey mask actually hindered him as a wrestler. Grime, of course, having that brutal last man standing match against GBH, and we haven't seen him since. And it turns out he actually injured a lot of his facial structures in that match and has been recuperating since, and now has decided to ditch the mask due to, well, just bad experiences, probably for the wiser.
Well, Grime and the Gangster, new look for Grime regardless of that. The Gangster have been on a roll as of late and has pulled gold before, something that Grime has not yet done here in the N.E.W. The Gangster, of course, a former television champion, and I believe he's also won a tag team title with
the Hit Squad.
With the Hit Squad,
been, tag team champions once before.
The Gangster standing here at 6'3" and 299 pounds in this IC rankings match. First blood against Grime, and both these guys no strangers to weapons. It's hard to pick a favourite here for me, Owen, between the Gangster and Grime.
Well, yeah, I mean, a first blood match is no pretty spectacle, and with now Grime's mask being removed, blood being a bit more obvious on his part, it definitely evens the playing field, I would say.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of people have said what you have said about Grimes' mask in the past, saying it gives him an unfair advantage. However, GBH used that advantage of Grimes to a disadvantage for Grime, resulting in that what we are told is pretty significant facial restriction. So
Well, we're about to see it for the first time in the while. See him in the first time in a while from Davenport, Iowa, 5'11" and 235 pounds. We welcome back Grime to the N.E.W.
Well, he's coming down wrapped up.
For the facial bandana.
Clearly, still not used to going without his mask.
No, definitely a bit of a different look going on here for Grime. A lot darker. Dare I say it, even darker.
Well, it was before, yes, perhaps.
I'm not sure if Grime could get any darker.
You've got to question how much it's affected his in-ring ability having that time off.
Oh yeah, I mean ring rust is definitely going to be a factor tonight for Grime. The gangster, of course, has been very active over the past couple of months. So we know the gangster's ready to go, but we really don't know the state of mind or the physical shape of Grime.
Well, yeah, and one hell of a return, having to face the gangster.
Oh yeah, I mean the gangster's double-A tough, grew up in New York, an absolute brawler, but great mixed martial art and boxing background from the gangster as well. And of course a former television champion in his own right, so Grime in my estimation has got it all to do tonight.
Well, he's definitely got a lot to prove. I mean, his brutal match against GBH was kind of a knock on his career, if you will. And of course the injuries that he sustained during that.
Well, I mean, Grime, whoa.
Well, yeah, you can see some scarring.
Yeah, I mean,
on his face there. Obviously, he's got some face paint on of some kind, but...
Well, snap suplex. Well, facial features notwithstanding, the gangster with a much quicker start to this match against well, a bizarre-looking Grime, quite frankly.
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't realise how much that mask actually held the hair down. I always thought he had quite funky hair, but... Oh my god.
Kick to the sternum. To the gangster, the Grime.
Seems no difference from Grime here so far.
Early on. Oh, great counter by the gangster. Oh, Samoan drop.
Very well executed there from the gangster.
It was beautifully executed and absolutely out of nowhere. That Samoan drop changes the game once again in the gangster's favour.
And of course we have no idea when this match could end, with it being first blood rules.
Oh, flying lariat. What a lariat. That was high impact. Goes to that net wrench, Owen, that vicious submission manoeuvre.
Well, yeah, of course. It only serves to wear the opponent down in this match.
Oh.
As does that.
Yeah, I mean, Gangster really does need to focus on the high impact manoeuvres in this first blood ruling match. I mean, submissions are great and all, and they will wear down your opponent, but it's not going to make you bleed.
That's very true, and you've got to kind of question how that plays into the Gangster's tactics.
Finals carry.
It was for this.
Oh, guillotine. Decided to focus on the head.
Oh yeah, perhaps restricting the airways, giving Grime a tougher time that he can lay down on him later into the match, I suppose.
And of course Grime is more of a powerhouse than he is a mat technician, so of course the gangster keeping him off his elevated base and weakening his legs is probably a sound tactic in any matchup, regardless of its stipulation. Club to the back by the gangster. Oh, snake eyes. Standing snake eyes.
On that reconstructed face.
Oh, spine buster!
Spine buster there from
my
gangster.
God, what a spine buster! Shades of Arn Anderson with that hellacious horseman-esque spine buster from the gangster. Is that the best spine buster in the business?
I think it could well be.
Oh!
DDT. Oh, and you know what he's waiting for now. The Alabama Slam.
Oh, sweet home Alabama indeed. In any normal matchup, this would be curtain calls for Grime.
However, he's yet to bleed.
How are you going to tell if he's bleeding with that orange hair of his? Look at the belly suplex.
Well, that would be down to the referee and his keen eyes.
What the red and orange going to make? There's a deeper shade of red, I mean, I'm confused.
Well, we may find out here.
Is going to be a weird kind of an orangey yellow kind of thing going on now. Does he have red blood, Grime? Or is it green?
I don't know. I've never seen him bleed. He's in the gangster bleed. Oh,
the gangster's always bleeding. He's in the hit squad. That's what they do, they bleed. In the corner, Grime taking control with those rights and left. On a standing snake eyes of his own. Bit of redemption to the gangster from Grime. Oh, big boots with authority. The clown is knocking down. Grime is on a roll. Oh my God, what a lariat. Take that, gangster. Bye bye. Thanks for coming. Oh.
And I'm choking him in the corner.
Big choke by the gangster. On the gangster, excuse me. Grime in control of this match. The ring rust certainly not showing tonight though, and Grime has looked great tonight in this match. From the middle rope. Oh! Big elbow. Connecting right over the larynx of the gangster.
Surprisingly, it stayed in the ring so far.
Yeah, well, first blood stipulations, I mean, anything can happen, but we've got to believe that gangster and the Grime are just going to want to limit the opportunities of being basically taken out on the outside of this ring, because both these guys can do damage given half the opportunity. At the moment, Grime seemingly in control, and this is not a submission match, so this, even if the gangster tapped here, it wouldn't make a damn bit of difference. Counters though beautifully into a stunner. Looks like a modified neck breaker. It was beautiful by the gangster, but the Grime right back on it. Irish whip into the corner.
Well, yeah, Grime's efforts here tonight have been brilliant for a return.
Absolutely, more determined than I've seen Grime in a long, long time. Standing snake eyes again on the gangster, going to the middle rope again, looking for that elbow, and he connects, weakening the head of the gangster. This is a good tactic by Grime. The demonic clown from Davenport, Iowa, Grime.
Oh yeah, that hair could fool you. He's definitely a demon in the ring here tonight.
Yeah, there's nothing funny about this guy. He's not a ha-ha clown, he's a sad clown. Oh! My God, what a pump handle slam that was.
Oh my God, he's going up to the top rope.
He's going to the top now. We've seen a few elbows there, but Grime's gonna fly again. Oh, clothesline.
Almost knocking gangster out of those boots.
Absolutely massive clothesline.
Oh, that's gonna be
Chop slam. Oh,
such elevation.
Grime time indeed. The armbar won't do it. He needs to make the gangster bleed.
Well, that's, I mean, normal match. That would have been the end, as the Alabama Slam could have been for Grime. But there is still no blood. Oh, there's another spine buster.
My God, that spine buster is blood curdling to watch. The gangster with such speed after such an assault, trying to mount an offense, and he does with a sweeping Russian leg sweep. Sweeping Russian leg sweep?
Yeah, sweeping Russian leg sweep. And all Russian leg sweep sweeping.
Shut up! Alabama Slam! There it is!
And the fatigue clearly setting in.
Do these guys actually know it's a first blood match? Did anyone tell these
aware.
fruit baskets?
Well, they haven't gone for pins yet.
Maybe they're just too concerned with being. Oh! What the hell?
Well, hang on. The referee's called for the bell.
That's it, that's blood! That came from nowhere! The gangster running towards Grime, who sensed him coming, countered with an stiff elbow to the face, which busted the gangster open. Mike Chitopa, seeing blood, rightly calls for a bell. Wow! No one, I don't think anyone expected that, Owen. My word, what an unexpected finish. But it is a first blood stipulation.
What a quick elbow.
Grime
after his triumphant return, Grime could very well find himself facing GBH once again.
For the Intercontinental Championship. Well, what a victory for Grime tonight against the Gangster. That quick elbow, that sharp elbow was enough to get the job done tonight in this important IC rankings match. I'm sure GBH will be watching that match with great interest.
Well, yeah, I mean, GBH always up on every man that is gunning for that title.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we have a great match in the women's rankings between Psycho Sonia and the Brazilian behemoth Diana Simmons. That could be a match for the ages. My God, what a mayhem it's been tonight on the Toon in Newcastle.
Well, Psycho Sonia, of course, making Alice Young tap to get to advance in the women's division, surprising everyone with that Sonia statement.
Great point, that Sonia statement. Of course, tapping out the former women's champion. Alice Young, one of the best technical wrestlers in the N.E.W. today in any division. Psycho Sonia can now say proudly that she has beaten Alice Young by submission. Well, not many people can say that early.
And it wasn't even a submission match. And hang on a second.
Oh, that's GBH.
Well, yeah, the Intercontinental Champion clearly, once again, wants to voice his opinion. I mean, we've seen him and Cowboy Roy talking over and over again in the ring.
Well, it's been anarchy tonight in Mayhem. Let's listen to what GBH has to say. It's Cowboy Roy!
Oh my God,
Cowboy Roy is here!
GBH called him out, as Cowboy Roy called out GBH last week. No response from GBH. However, when the shoe's on the other foot, Cowboy Roy is not afraid to come into the ring.
I didn't know Cowboy Roy was here tonight, and I'm not sure GBH did either, but let's listen to what the Cowboy has to say. Well, GBH arguably getting the better of the war of words there against the Cowboy Roy. GBH, of course, quick with his mouth as he is with his fists.
Well, I think when those two finally do go at it in the ring, it's going to be more than phenomenal.
It could be a match for the ages, no doubt about that. GBH and the Cowboy Roy could put on an absolute classic. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind, ladies and gentlemen. Well, speaking of possible classics, we have a one-on-one in our women's division, and you don't need reminding, but I'll tell you anyway. It's the hottest women's division in professional wrestling today in the N.E.W. and tonight we give you Psycho Sonia versus the Brazilian behemoth of the Enforcers, the three-time women's champion, Diana Simmons.
Well, yeah, and of course we mentioned earlier in the night, well, just before that interview, the clashing of the titans there in the ring for the moment. We said Psycho Sonia making Alice Young tap, getting that move up. Diana Simmons here tonight, clearly wanting to win it back for the Enforcers.
Well, Psycho Sonia got lucky against Alice Young. I mean, even the blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while. But this is the Brazilian behemoth in. This is Diana Simmons. Wow. Psycho Sonia is a tough competitor. She's a former women's champion in her own right. I'm taking nothing away from Sonia. She did beat Alice Young, and even if it was a fluke in the record books, it was still a win. The former women's champion, regardless tonight, regardless of all of everything I've just said, is going to get her ass handed to her by the behemoth, Diana Simmons, who's on the roll of her life right now. Mark my words, we're looking at the next women's champion.
Well, it was no damn fluke. Psycho Sonia earning that victory. But it was not a fluke. Diana Simmons, however, we've yet to see her really in the one-on-one competition since her turn of colours.
She's a three-time women's champion though, and she has nothing to prove. Diana Simmons fights when she wants, on her own terms. She's a pay-per-view player. She doesn't have to wrestle at pilfering house shows like mere commoners. She's the Brazilian behemoth.
Of course, she was the first N.E.W. women's champion.
Damn right she was the first women's champion. Diana Simmons.
Lisa Chase, however, being the woman to topple her.
Who?
Psycho Sonia's partner.
I don't remember Lisa Chase. Psycho Sonia. Well, once they're off TV, who remembers? Psycho Sonia.
She hasn't even been off TV. She's been involved in the tag tournament that's going on here.
Oh well.
Which we're probably going to see more of later in the week.
Was I here for that, or was I in a meeting or stuck in traffic? I can't remember. Psycho Sonia. I have many demands on my time. Psycho Sonia.
Obligations this, obligations that.
The former women's champion from Blackpool, England.
Well, there's Lisa Chase accompanying her partner Psycho Sonia to the ring.
Well, you see, this is completely unnecessary. Chase.
Well, you say that, but I can bet the Enforcers are going to come out here in force.
Well, that's just a storied team affair. This is just an invasion.
Well, invasion or not,
it's just antisocial.
It's going to be Psycho Sonia and Diana Simmons that must get it done in that ring. Maybe Psycho Sonia trying to even up the odds here.
Do you think these two retrobates are going to be our first women tag team champions? Can you imagine that? How are we going to sell that? I mean, can you imagine these two on the front of a marquee? Look at them.
Well, it's very grunge, but nonetheless.
Now this is a woman that could be on any marquee in the world. Diana Simmons from Rio de Janeiro, the Brazilian behemoth. And I may have mentioned it before, but she's a three-time women's champion, Diana Simmons. That name again, in case you didn't hear it, was Diana Simmons from the Enforcers, one of the greatest women's wrestlers alive today. She is poetry in motion. She is God's greatest creation.
And of course,
she is Diana Simmons.
Followed to the ring, well, led to the ring by Emma Zander, Alice Young there in tow.
Well, they're obviously here because they've seen Psycho Sonia has brought down a friend of her own, and they're just here to support.
Oh, Oh yeah.
The behemoth. Not that she needs any help.
It's not like the enforcers are being accompanied to the ring as anything commonplace in this show. No, that never happened. Hang on a second. There is another member of the enforcers behind them. I can't quite see from that angle who it is. Nevertheless, that means there are 4 enforcers down here.
And there's an enforcer in the darkness. That is interesting. Who's the 4th one?
I haven't seen clearly yet.
It could be a tactic from the enforcers, you never know.
Oh, there of course, Emma Zander, Diana Simmons, Alice Young.
How many championships are in that ring right now? How many title reigns between those 3 ladies?
How much revenge does Alice Young want to get?
There's 8 women's titles in that ring right now, Erwin. 8.
It's an incredible achievement. However, it all lays again down to this match as to who advances.
Look, it is literally perfection versus
high knees.
Versus high knees.
Getting that off to a rocking start.
Psycho Sonia with a vicious start in this matchup.
Well, she knows what she's up in there against.
I think Diana Simmons was going for the traditional handshake there, and Psycho Sonia took a cheap shot at the Brazilian behemoth, and there's going to be hell to pay.
Well, I highly doubt that. So camera's still not clear on who that 4th enforcer is.
Who cares about the 4th enforcer, Erwin? Nobody cares about the damn 4th enforcer.
Well, I do.
You're obsessed with the enforcers.
For the time being, working down Diana Simmons here.
Diana Simmons. There's going to be hell to pay. Mark my words, the Brazilian behemoth will not take kindly to this insolence from Psycho Sonia. Oh, yes, predictably. Fighting back. Yes, the strength from the 3 times women champion.
Well, it looks like it's Casey Judge.
It's Casey Judge?
Yes, interestingly joining the women out here.
Isn't he married to one of those strumpets?
No, you're thinking of William Zander, who was actually here earlier on tonight.
I knew it was one of them. Lucky bastards. Psycho Sonia fighting. He's in a lot of trouble against the Brazilian behemoth. Oh, Lufez press!
Huge.
Wow!
Press
Take that! Corner. She can Lufez press me anytime she likes.
Well, Diana Simmons back in control now as a chair has been rolled into the ring. And she's seen it. I'm not too sure if the referee has seen it.
My God. That was kind of a modified torture rack of some description
the
there.
Referee distracted by Casey Judge.
God, Diana Simmons with a vicious chair shot. That's how it's done, baby. That is how it's done.
Well, this time the distractions working to their advantage, and let's not forget,
beautiful tactic there by the enforcers.
The tag team win from the Outlaws came due to a similar shot. However, the referee saw it.
Diana Simmons didn't need that chair. Those forearms will do the trick.
Sonia, however, kicking out at 2. Still in this fight, Lisa Chase yelling at ringside.
She's hoping finally we're getting rid of that chair. The chair wasn't doing any harm.
Oh no, not when it was draped in the ring, wasn't.
Did he throw it back out on the enforcer's side?
He did.
Beautiful.
Probably not a wise choice.
Kick to the back of Diana Simmons. Mike Shattopa's an absolute idiot, I swear to God. Psycho Sonia is in the massive trouble here, and Diana Simmons on the middle rope. The Brazilian behemoth!
Oh, just crushing the ribs.
The Gennaro elbow. Beautiful elbow drop by Diana Simmons. Oh!
Went for a super kick.
No!
Sonia fighting back.
No!
Backdrop.
Boo! I demand a recount.
Sonia trying to get back in this one, but Diana Simmons scooping her up. Hang on.
No! Reverse DDT. My God, what a reverse DDT.
Oh, and a knee to the spine for good measure.
What's happening? I don't like this. Psycho Sonya's fighting back.
Well, yeah, going for that arm trap neck breaker.
Oh, what a beautiful maneuver. Psycho Sonya, former women's champion, has got Diana Simmons. Knocked bandy.
Simmons is groggy here.
Behemoth's in trouble.
Oh, we've seen this before. The setup for the Sonya statement, but her legs too close to the ropes.
Oh, what ring presence by the Brazilian Behemoth, Diana Simmons.
Well, that's
what
the trouble.
makes generalship out.
When you're in there against such a tall opponent, they're more likely to be
It was instinct.
in the ring ropes when you don't want them to be. Going for a pin this time.
Yes!
Casey Judge!
Yes!
Sliding in the
that was
ring.
beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful by Casey Judge.
That could have been it right there.
That was absolutely fantastic.
Casey
Judge.
back in the ring
Shitopa went absolutely flying. That was great.
and still allowing
Psycho Sonya.
Judge, I
Oh, she messed with the
believe, to
elbow,
stay.
Erin. She messed with the
However,
elbow. No!
quick up.
Wow.
Hurricane Rana.
Tornado Hurricane Rana. That's an illegal move. And Mike Shitopa should disqualify Psycho Sonya immediately.
But perhaps he was distracted. As he has been so much in this match already. Oh, Diana Simmons with an elbow though, fighting back.
Fantastic elbow by Diana Simmons, showing that generalship once again, and follows it up with a backbreaker, modified torture rack by the one and only Brazilian Behemoth. She doesn't need any help, she is the help. She also makes very good fried chicken. Diana Simmons going for the pin.
Only a one. Sonya still. Seemingly plenty of fight left. However, you've got to believe it could have been over.
She's going to Magnus' Opus party, by the way. All the enforcers are. It's going to be a nice event. It's probably a good thing, in fairness.
I can imagine not my kind of party by the sounds of it.
There's going to be cocktail sausages. Diana Simmons on the top rope. Uh-oh, elbow.
Sonya.
Oh.
Oh, went for the big knees again.
Missed. Simmons with the ring
sidestepping.
presence, and again the generalship getting out the way, but Psycho Sonya is fighting back, and that cross-arm neck breaker again to the Brazilian Behemoth.
for the pin.
This could be all this time.
But hang on a second. It seems one of the enforcers again. Yes, I think it's Judge by the looks of things.
Judge again.
Distracting.
Earning his keep for the enforcers again. Mike Shitopa absolutely infuriated. And he's
and
out.
it's sending him out.
My
And
God,
that's
that
twice. This match could have been over, but
are they all gone? Has he sent them all out?
I think just... Oh no, and again too close to the ropes. This is twice this match could have been over. But no. Psycho Sonya must fight on, and she does with a brutal bulldog.
Psycho Sonya taking a cheap shot there on the Brazilian Behemoth, but she's in control.
Well, it seems the two female enforcers have been allowed to stay at ringside. However, Judge has been sent to the locker room.
Well, I think that's outrageous. Casey Judge.
I think it should have happened before the match even started.
Hurricane Rana.
Off the top rope.
Psycho Sonya with a textbook Hurricane Rana.
Oh, and a big running drop kick to the back. Sonya showing fatigue now, though.
Yeah, she's got to be tired. Battling against a competitor of the class of Diana Simmons, going for a delayed pin, getting a 2. It's enough.
Managing to get enough.
It's enough. Diana Simmons couldn't kick out. After that cheap shot bulldog by
I
Psycho
don't think it
Sonya.
was a cheap shot at all.
Well, Diana Simmons was distracted by Mike Shitopa's idiocy.
Well, either way, we
It's
finally
pretty
got
clear.
the victory.
It's a sad, sad day for the women's division.
Well, the problem now for Psycho Sonya is that in between her and the #1 contendership lies Emma Zander.
Oh, well, yes, now there lies a different story. I mean, Psycho Sonya, alright, she picked up a victory today against Diana Simmons, a fortuitous one in my opinion. And Psycho Sonya may have got past Simmons tonight, but will she get past Zander? I don't think so. Psycho Sonya's tough. but she ain't that tough.
Well, I've got to go and run down to the ring.
Oh yeah, oh Christ, yeah, yes, well ladies and gentlemen, of course, as announced earlier tonight, our main event in N.E.W. Mayhem on the Toon in Newcastle is an Iron Man match between the N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion Erwin and Jimmy Falcon. And ladies and gentlemen, if Erwin loses, he must face Red in essentially a retirement match, Goldman's words were, quote, loser hangs up his boots match, wherein the loser of the match between Red and Erwin, if Erwin was to lose his match tonight, would have to retire from the active roster, would not be allowed to compete either in the N.E.W. or the EFW ever again. But that's only if Erwin loses tonight against Jimmy Falcon. This, ladies and gentlemen, is for the N.E.W. World Heavyweight Championship, and it is the N.E.W. Classic. It is an Iron Man match. My God, what a night tonight. And in Newcastle, England at Mayhem, we thank you once again for being with us. 4,583 rabid Newcastle fans here tonight. Our ring announcer, Michelle DeFonte. Announces the arrival of this man, Jimmy Falcon, 5'9", 220 pounds from Miami, Florida. His opportunity almost robbed him from Red last week, should I say, excuse me, against Red. Well, against Erwin, actually. Red interfered. God damn it, it's been a long night. Jimmy Falcon tonight faces Erwin, a three-time former N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion. A former IC champion against Jimmy Falcon, who is yet to hold any gold, and he wants to start at the top, and he could start at the top. Jimmy Falcon, first prize in the business, might be the biggest prize in the business. The man from Miami, Florida. Played for Florida State, of course, Jimmy Falcon. Phenomenal athlete. That cardio will come into play tonight in this Iron Man match, no doubt about it. Erwin, my broadcast partner, and frankly more trouble than his worth in the commentary booth. But a hell of a wrestler, no doubt about that. A first ballot Hall of Famer in his own right. And a three-time N.E.W. World Champion, to name but a few. Erwin, from the industrial town of Barrow and Furnace. This could lead to the end of the road for this man tonight. I know Erwin feels he's got a lot left in the tank. I know he doesn't particularly enjoy commentating. I know he's up here because Adrian Goldman, our boss, wants him to be up here. And I've got no issue with that, just for the record, Mr. Goldman can do what he likes. He is the boss after all. But I know this guy would love to be more full-time than part-time. Frankly, despises part-time competitors. Don't get him on that rant, because he'll be there till dawn. You ever tried sharing a car with this man? It's unpleasant, frankly. The World Heavyweight Champion. Quick on his feet. No doubt about that. Suicidal, homicidal, regicidal. He doesn't like the royal family either. Owen. From the most working class town in Great Britain. Tells you a lot about this crazy ass competitor who may have more days behind than he does in front. But he will decide when he goes, if he can help it, Tonight he has to clip the wings of Jimmy Falcon. What a match this could be. Iron Man rules apply. 15-minute time limit. Jimmy Falcon to a rapturous applause from the N.E.W faithful. They appreciate the efforts of that young man. Now listing the champions' credentials, who also received a rapturous applause. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of conflicted fans out there tonight. Two very popular men here in the N.E.W. Jimmy Falcon and Irwin. Mike Shadopa put a long-suffering Mike Shadopa on triple duty tonight. He always seems to be on triple duty. Poor Mike. Holds that N.E.W gold, my god, he looks tired. Irwin and Jimmy Falcon are going to kick it off here. The 15-minute clock begins. And the lock-up. Falcon pushing Irwin into the corner. Shadopa's in the middle of him, breaks him up. Good refereeing. And they begin again. Irwin reverses. Falcon, neckbreaker round. Oh, knee to the back. I'm not sure if Irwin, with due respect to the current champion, wants to get into a mat wrestling match against Jimmy Falcon. This kid is going to be quicker. Oh, flying lariat, speaking of quick. Irwin still got that bit of speed himself. Oh, good God, rights and lefts. Vicious rights and lefts. By the current champion, whips him in the goal. Oh, kind of quick. That speed again by Falcon. Laser quick. Oh, shade to the nature boy there with a vicious knife hand job. Springboard. Oh, lands on his feet. What athleticism. Planning DDT. Finally, by the champion. Springboard elbow. It connected for once. It's a miracle. With a rope. Oh, great drop kick. Putting his own body on the line, and I can guarantee you it won't be the last time he does that tonight. Jimmy Falcon could be in trouble here. Oh no, counters with the knee. And again, I'll say it again, ladies and gentlemen, that speed of Jimmy Falcon with due respect to Irwin. Irish whip. Oh, great counter again by Falcon with due respect to Irwin. Jimmy Falcon is at least belly to belly 10 years younger. My God, what a belly to belly by the champion. The champion, of course, no slouch. I'm just saying, biologically.